This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today we're going to be looking at a whole bunch of stuff that I got in from probably one of my favorite companies of all time, and that's Chip Theory Games. Every one of their games, when I looked at it, are in my top 15, from Hoplomachus to Too Many Bones, and of course our latest entry, which is Cloudspire. And God knows what burn cycle is going to end up. But anything that they've ever done, I've considered some of the best games I've ever played in my life. And I've played a lot of games. The two Joshes and Adam have done a fantastic job, along with everybody else from Shannon and everybody that has put their heart and their passion into this. Now, I'm going to show you two of the things, because I'm going to split this up into a couple of videos, or else it'd be an hour-long video. But today we're going to take a look at Anacar's Plunder. The Playable History of the Ancarian Conflict Continues, Volume 2. There's a Volume 1. Unfortunately, I don't have that one. I think it's Journey's End or something I just learned about. But, you know, the thing that really gets me is this is a company out of Minnesota that has, you know, not become a slave of Asmodee or commercial, you know, gone into it to try to sell. Of course they try to sell as much as they can, but they never sold their souls. And by doing that, it's given them the creative freedom to create such wonderful things, such as this unbelievable book that tells such a fantastic story, which I've really enjoyed. And the expansion that we're going to take a look at today, which is Horizon's Wrath, another faction for what is already a fantastic game, and probably one of the most innovative games out there. People want to call it a MOBA. Oh yeah, you can call it that, but it's something that has as much theme and as much story and as much passion and imagination in it. I don't think you can call it anything more than one of the most original, unique, and fascinating games I've ever played. Let's go down, take a look at Horizon's Wrath and Anacar Plunders, the playable history of Ancarian conflict. Now, if you've seen our live unboxing, we've gone over things, but we haven't gone in depth in things. And I really want to hit on some things here that are just really incredible. You're going to find that in the Wrath Horizon and the Uprising, all the scenarios are, for the most part, are going to be in here. But what this book does, and how it does it so well, it takes the Wrath Horizon scenarios and it adds an incredible story to it. Okay, it also handles the AI talent triggers. It gives you some bonus scenarios, which is really going to help. The Uprising, then skirmishes, endless mode, and additional lore. And that's the thing that really this book captures. First of all, the incredible, phenomenal art. The art is second to none. This really builds theme and really brings this into you. But then, you know, they break everything down and make it easy for you. AI talents, you know, everything's here. If you want to copy these, go ahead, or keep them postmarked in the book. How you're going to get renowned so you move on through your scenarios. And talks about the solo mode and your ranking. Okay, as you win things, you are going to get rankings. And as you can see, Burnout Nomad, Elitist Duelist, Hero of Anacar. Look at this stuff. I mean, really? Yep. These have completely fascinated me, and boy, oh boy, are we going to do these up on Rob's Tabletop World as far as painting. And I'll show you the figures coming soon. Immense story. If you go, and I'll show you the faction book, the faction scenario book, but what each one of these does adds more story. and it's more immersion. So each chapter that you're going to go through just gives you so much of a story, and then you just build into this. And then of course these fantastic things. Now, I don't want to show you everything because I want you to go out and buy this, but with the uprising and all the different chapters and stuff and everything that this fantastic book does, and what it gives to you here is just so much stored. The Joining War, I believe, is the first book, and I'm gonna have to get my hands on one of those, but these are just, there's just so much here. There's just story upon story. I don't know who wrote this, The World of Anacar. Just again, how it just gives you everything that you need, and to build the theme, to immerse you inside what is a fantastic experience. And yes, we love you guys too. Now, we're going to take a look at Horizon Wrath, and I'm going to talk about some of the changes that you're going to find with this amazing faction. If you remember, as we said in the prior, and we were looking at the Plunder book, Anacar's Plunder, this is the introduction to Horizon's Wrath, and one of the things that it adds is a cannonball. Okay, your ship is actually a cannon, has cannonballs. Again, a little bit of focus here, where the book gives you this very deep, immersive story, but what we're doing here is getting right to the point. All right, how we're going to go through things, what each wave, because everything happens in 4 waves, as you know, and it goes through and it gives you both solo, which is fantastic for me because you know how much I love solo stuff, and a couple co-op things in here. And then, of course, endless mode to see how long you can actually survive. Yeah, good luck with that. The new factions here. Whoa! Don't worry, I'm not going to edit that out. Why would I? Gives you a brief description, strategic maneuvers. Now, we're going to talk about this in a minute, because this is one of the fascinating things about this particular faction. These are your cannonball dice. One, you're going to be adding cannonballs each and every time, and then when you fire it, you're going to roll it. Okay, so when you build these spires, which is I believe it's the air clipper here. Let's just go. There's the air clipper, which is a spire and has air defense. You have lifeboats, and where are they? I know this is your port, and I'll show you how that works. You're going to have swabbies, which are really cool, with a whole bunch of different and new and exciting gunners. You got to have them, right? All right, buccaneers, corsairs. Our main hero here, which is their hero, which is Captain Tigwig or something like that. Hold on, he's right here. I just had, there he is, Tinbeard, Captain Tinbeard. Tigwig. Powder monkey gliders. I mean, just some fantastic things. You're going to have this, which is going to be your fortress, but it's movable, which is really an amazing thing. You're going to have your gun deck, and what's going to happen with this, their spires are able to move, and you can put them in certain directions, and this can actually move. Okay, and remember we said that here's the dock, and we're going to put that right there, and that's how things are going to start off, which is really just glorious. Popping this out, the new cards are just absolutely fantastic. They break down everything that you need as far as the faction is concerned, as far as what the swabbies do, the Trax Tail, the Mistbane, gliders. Remember we were talking about gunboats. I must have skipped over some gunboats, but the gunboats are really interesting because this is where you're going to be firing your cannonballs, and the gunboats, your gunboats are amazing, because what's going to happen here is that they're on the other side of the air clipper. So your gunboats, you can upgrade to a certain degree, but as you can see, there's this arrow, And what you're going to be able to do is, remember, as I told you, you're going to be adding up cannonballs. And then when you decide to fire, you're going to roll to see how much damage it's going to do. Well, what's going to happen is you are going to point this a certain way, and it can only fire in that direct line. And it'll miss hitting any of your guys, but it'll hit the closest thing that is closest to the gunboat. So these are very strategic points that you're going to want to have with you, and the things that they're going to be able to do, they can be quite nasty, and we will be seeing a lot of these very soon. The quality is off the charts as usual. I love the way they've changed everything on the things, and we'll talk more about that when we talk about the upgrade kit. How everything is available to you and just nice and clean. It's clean and explained perfectly. And you know, somebody that like myself that has trouble with rules can find things very easily and find it just so easy to learn this and get you very excited about it. Absolutely fantastic. Yet again, they have done it. So let's go up top and get my final thoughts on the first two parts, Horizon Wrath and Anacar's Plunder, Volume 2. Okay, now we introduce cannonballs, airships, yeah. And then to read the incredible story, you know, and how everything flows together. I can never in my life come up with some of the stuff that these guys come up with. They are the very best at what they do. And this is why these games are so high on my all-time game list. We're going to be talking about the other stuff, and I'm going to be painting the spires live on the channel. When you see this, whenever you see this, it may have been done already or whatever. And we did a live unboxing, but I wanted to do this to kind of go into this a little deeper, instead of just kind of showing it off to everybody. Just these two components here would be more than enough to keep you busy for a while. But that's not the way these guys do everything. They give you every single possible thing that you can ever imagine. And they do it so well. Just one of the most fantastic companies out there. A matter of fact, look for our new series, Why Blank Company is so great, and we take a look at a whole bunch of different companies and why I feel they are great. I can go on, but I'd ruin the video that we're going to be doing on this. But I'm telling you right now, if you do not have this, you need to have this. You have to have this. It is such an important game, I think, because of it's just imagination and beauty. It's everything that I wanted a lot of games to be. And when I get games in my hand, they have been disappointments. Chip Theory does not disappoint. A tip of the hat to everybody involved over at Chip Theory Games. You guys are fantastic. This, again, is imaginative. It just continues on what I already considered a fantastic game and makes it even better. You guys have done it again. Tip of the hat. I love you all. Trust me. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob.